Here we are with the blank template for our Canada or foreign country website. We're going to now start modifying the way this looked. When we originally set up our website, we chose a particular look to it as far as a color and a font, and we can go in now and start tweaking it. There's two things we can tweak with this. One is the layout, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Site Layout here. And what that does is it allows you to not only edit the header up here, but also the sidebar and turn on and off various options up here at the top. I'm going to click on the site header here, and it gives me a couple of different options, not a ton, but a few. I can change the alignment of the header, so I'm going to choose middle, and then I'm also going to center the alignment just so you can kind of see the effect that that has. If I have a logo that I'm going to create instead of just words up here, I can create that logo and upload it here at a later step. That's an option that you can kind of do here towards the end. I wouldn't start with that, but I'm going to click OK here so you can kind of see the effect that that takes, and you'll see it moved the search box along with the title here. And I kind of like that actually. It gives me this longer title. It's a little easier to see. I can also go over here and edit things, and one of the things I want to edit here is this menu for this nav menu, where it's not quite in the order I want it to go in. So I'm going to click on that, and it allows me to sort of change not only what title might be there. I like the fact that it says Welcome to Canada, but I can put something above that if I want, and maybe explore our site, let's say. And I'm going to check mark display. If I don't like the sitemap appearing down there, I can actually get rid of that. And if I want to be able to change what order these are, I need to uncheck this automatically organize my navigation. And that will allow me to then specifically choose what pages and what order they appear up here. So that then forces me to click Add Page, and it'll give me all of the pages that I've created. I want those to go in the order of, let's see, let's have Welcome to Canada at the top. And then we're going to continue to click through these. I like People and Culture to be next. But I want the Things to See and Do. Well, let's do Travel Information next. We can change that if we want to. Things to See and Do, and then I'm going to do the More Information. Now, if I put them in the wrong order, let's say I wanted Things to See and Do and Travel Information to be switched around, I can just use these tools over here on the right side. Once I have it the way I want it, I'll go ahead and click OK, and you'll see the results over here on the left side. There you go. I can also add additional sidebar options. One that might be useful for this particular project is using, well, you can either add in a +1 button. It's sort of like giving users an option to +1 using the Google option here. You can see that right there. I can also add, I've already got a navigation, but a random text that will then appear on the left side. We're going to do that in a future step as we add some hyperlinks to some external resources. But for everything else, I don't think I'm going to use anything there. Now, something else I can go ahead and do, and I'll come back and do this, but I can turn on and off a horizontal navigation option up here at the top. Now, right now, when I turn it on, you'll notice nothing appears other than just the word Welcome to Canada. I'm going to click on that, and you'll see now I get the same thing that kind of appeared for my menu on the left side. It's really just the one page, but I'm going to go ahead and add, again, my other pages in the order that I want it to appear. I can also change the look of those using the styles down here. You can kind of click and see what those look like. Alright, so I'm going to change that. Maybe we'll just see what it looks like as tabs. Go ahead and click OK. And you'll see there we get kind of the tab look, as well as now navigation to my pages that I've created. So I like that up there, and we can modify that in the future as we go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and click OK here. There's no other options that I really want to add. Maybe a footer in the future, but those are really site-wide. And again, that was under Edit Site Layout. The next thing I'm going to do here is manage my site. Now this page is kind of a sensitive page because of this little button right here. This is where you can actually delete this site if you're not careful. What I'm going to mess with in this particular tutorial is the themes, colors, and fonts over here on the left side. All right, and now what you'll see here is kind of a little preview of your page that you're looking at, but also lots of different settings over here to be able to change the background for the entire page. It either gives me the theme default, or I can choose a particular background here. Now, be real careful with anything that's too bright, anything that's too intense. As you can see, adding a bright background really makes it unreadable sometimes. Generally, these are best done with an image, frankly. So I'm going to actually have no background. Well, I like the theme, that one background there. But I could actually download or upload a different theme image if I wanted to by clicking on this button right here. Wrapper image also kind of gives you a little different effect to that. So you can sort of experiment with that. You can also experiment with the entire page, and this will really affect the entire site, what font you want to use. And I mentioned this before. Instead of changing your font on the specific page, you can change that here. You can also change the colors and title fonts of the header, the content area, the gadgets area, the sidebar gadgets, which is over here on the left side, and the horizontal nav. Experiment with that. Don't go too crazy. If you really end up getting something that's a little bit too intense, you can just click up here, choose a different pre-built theme, and it will just apply it to your entire website. Many times that is kind of the easier way to do this, to start off with something. Now, for example, that would be a little bit too distractive for this particular website. So I kind of like what I had chosen there originally. I'm going to click, we'll just click Garden here to have just a little bit different of a look. All right, and that allows you to change the overall look of your page.